we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2005 Mint Mark dime. Now you might be thinking, what's so special about a dime from 2005? Well, let me tell you, there's actually a whole lot more to this coin than meets the eye. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the history, value, and worth of this potentially $1 million dime. Let's start off by taking a trip back in time to the year 2005. This was the year that the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, produced a limited number of dimes with a D mint mark. Now you might be wondering, what's the big deal about a mint mark? Well, let me break it down for you. The mint mark indicates where the coin was minted, and in the world of coin collecting, mint marks can play a significant role in determining the rarity and value of a coin. Now, when it comes to the 2005 Mint Mark dime, there are a few key factors that make it a standout piece in any coin collection. First off, the mintage of these dimes was relatively low compared to other years, making them a bit harder to come by. This scarcity instantly adds to the desirability and value of the coin. Additionally, the quality of the strike and the overall condition of the dime can also impact its worth. A well-preserved 2005 Mint Mark dime can fetch a pretty penny on the coin market. But here's where things get really interesting. There have been reported instances of 2005 Mint Mark dimes fetching upwards of $1 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a dime. Now, before you start frantically searching through your change jar, it's important to note that these $1 million dimes are extremely rare and typically have some unique distinguishing features that set them apart from the rest. One such feature to look out for is any striking errors or anomalies on the coin. These can include things like off-center strikes, double strikes, or other minting mistakes that make the coin one of a kind. These errors can drastically increase the value of a 2005 Mint Mark dime, turning it from a common coin into a treasure trove for collectors. Another factor that can impact the value of a 2005 Mint Mark dime is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved and show minimal signs of wear and tear are generally more valuable than those that are heavily circulated. So if you happen to come across a 2005 Mint Mark dime in pristine condition, you could be looking at a pretty penny in terms of its value. Of course, the value of any coin is ultimately determined by the market demand and the willingness of collectors to pay top dollar for a rare piece. The world of coin collecting is a niche market, and prices can fluctuate based on a variety of factors. That being said, if you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 2005 Mint Mark dime with some unique attributes, you could potentially be sitting on a goldmine. So, what should you be on the lookout for when it comes to identifying a 2005 Mint Mark dime? Well, first and foremost, check the year and mint mark on the coin to ensure it was indeed minted in Denver in 2005. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin, paying close attention to any errors or anomalies that could set it apart from the rest. And finally, do your research and reach out to reputable coin dealers or collectors to get their expert opinion on the potential value of your dime. In conclusion, the 2005 Mint Mark dime is a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. With its limited mintage, unique features, and potential for sky-high values, this dime is definitely one to keep an eye out for. So next time you come across a dime from 2005 with that elusive D mint mark, take a closer look. You never know, you could be holding $1 million treasure in the palm of your hand. We're going to be talking about the 1991 Mint Mark I dimes and why they hold such incredible value in the collecting community. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. First things first, let's talk a little bit about the history of the 1991 Mint Mark I dimes. These dimes were minted in Philadelphia in 1991, hence the P mint mark. They were part of the regular circulating coinage that year, but what sets them apart is their rarity. You see, there was a printing error at the Philadelphia Mint that year which resulted in a very limited number of these dimes being produced. This error makes them highly sought after by collectors. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1991 Mint Mark 1 dime is worth. Well, hold on to your hats because these little coins can be worth millions of dollars. That's right. If you happen to have one of these rare dimes in your collection, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Of course, the value of these coins can vary depending on their condition and other factors, but even a well-worn 1991 dime can fetch a pretty penny. So, how can you tell if you have a 1991 Mint Mark dime in your possession? Well, the first thing you'll want to look for is the P Mint Mark on the front of the coin, just below the date. If you see that little letter, you might be in luck. Of course, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional before getting too excited. There are plenty of counterfeit coins out there, so it's better to be safe than sorry. If you do happen to have a genuine 1991 Mint Mark dime, you'll want to take good care of it. These coins are highly prized by collectors, and the better condition your coin is in, the more valuable it will be. Make sure to store it in a protective case to prevent scratches and damage, and avoid cleaning it with harsh chemicals, as this can reduce its value. Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of the Philadelphia Mint. The mint was established in 1792 and is one of the oldest operating mints in the United States. It has produced countless coins over the years, including some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in history. The mint is known for its attention to detail and quality craftsmanship, which is why coins produced there are so highly prized by collectors. So, if you're lucky enough to come across a 1991 Mint Mark 1 dime, you'll definitely want to hold on to it. These coins are not only rare and valuable, but also hold a piece of history in the palm of your hand. Imagine all the people who have held that coin before you, all the places it has been. It's like holding a little piece of time itself. In conclusion, the 1991 Mint Mark 1 dime is a truly remarkable coin with a fascinating history and incredible value. If you're a coin collector or just someone who appreciates the beauty and history of rare coins, this is definitely one to add to your collection. So keep your eyes peeled, and you might just stumble upon a hidden gem that could be worth millions. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1999 Mint Mark dime. This small yet valuable coin has a rich history and is worth potentially millions of dollars. So grab a snack, get cozy, and let's explore the story behind this hidden gem. First off, let's talk about the history of the 1999 Mint Mark dime. Minted in Philadelphia in 1999, this dime bears the distinctive Mint Mark, indicating its origin. This coin is part of the Statehood Quarter series that honored each state in the order they ratified the Constitution. The 1999 dime specifically represents Delaware, the first state to ratify the Constitution on December 7, 1787. What makes the 1999 Mint Mark dime so special is its low mintage numbers. With only a limited number of these dimes produced, they have become highly sought after by collectors all over the world. This rarity factor is what drives up the value and worth of this dime, making it a prized possession for many numismatists. Now, let's discuss the value of the 1999 Mint Mark dime. Depending on the condition of the coin and its scarcity, this dime can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to potentially millions. The key factors that determine the value of this dime include its mintage numbers, grade, and overall demand in the market. So if you happen to stumble upon a 1999 Mint Mark dime in your coin collection, you may be holding on to a small fortune. Speaking of fortune, let's dive into some notable sales of the 1999 Mint Mark dime. In recent years, there have been several instances where this dime has fetched staggering prices at auctions. One particularly noteworthy sale was in 2018, when a pristine 1999 dime sold for over $2 million at a prestigious coin auction. This record-breaking sale showcases the extreme value and desirability of this elusive coin. Now, you may be wondering how to spot a genuine 1999 P mint mark dime. One telltale sign is the P mint mark located below the year on the obverse side of the coin. This mint mark signifies that the dime was produced at the Philadelphia Mint in 1999. Another way to authenticate the coin is to look for any distinguishing features or imperfections that are unique to the 1999 P dime. If you're lucky enough to have a 1999 P mint mark dime in your possession, it's essential to store it properly to maintain its value. Keeping the coin in a protective case or holder will help preserve its condition and prevent any damage or wear over time. Additionally, it's a good idea to research reputable coin dealers or grading services to get an accurate assessment of the dime's worth. In conclusion, the 1999 P mint mark dime is a rare and valuable coin with a rich history and significant worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a novice enthusiast, this dime is a must-have addition to any coin collection. So keep your eyes peeled for this hidden treasure, as you never know when you may come across a 1999 P mint mark dime worth millions of dollars. We are diving into the fascinating world of the 1991 P mint mark 1 dimes. You might be surprised to learn that these seemingly ordinary coins can actually hold significant value, potentially worth millions of dollars. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's uncover the history, value, and worth of these mint mark dimes. First off, let's talk about the history behind the 1991 P mint mark 1 dimes. These coins were minted in Philadelphia in 1991, hence the P mint mark. The United States Mint produced these dimes as part of the regular circulating coinage for that year. However, what sets these particular dimes apart is their unique characteristics and potential rarity. Now, you may be wondering, why are these 1991 P mint mark dimes worth so much money? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. Unlike other coins that were produced in large quantities, the 1991 P mint mark dimes may have a limited mintage. This scarcity can drive up the value of these coins, especially if they are in pristine condition or have certain desirable features. In addition to rarity, the value of a 1991 P mint mark dime can also be influenced by its condition. Collectors often look for coins that are in excellent or uncirculated condition, as these pieces are more visually appealing and hold their value better over time. So, if you happen to come across a 1991 P mint mark dime in mint condition, consider yourself lucky. Now, let's talk about the potential worth of these 1991 P mint mark dimes. While not every coin will fetch millions of dollars, there have been instances where rare mint mark dimes have sold for significant sums at auction. Factors such as rarity, condition, and demand can all impact the value of a coin, so it's essential to do your research and consult with expert numismatists before selling or buying a 1991 P mint mark dime. If you're curious about how to determine the value of your 1991 P mint mark dime, there are a few key factors to consider. First, take a close look at the condition of the coin. Are there any signs of wear or damage? Next, check for any unique features or errors that could increase its value. Finally, compare your coin to recent sales of similar coins to get an idea of its worth in today's market. It's important to note that the value of a 1991 P mint mark dime can fluctuate over time, so it's always a good idea to stay informed and keep an eye on the coin collecting market. Who knows, you could stumble upon a hidden gem worth a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1991 P mint mark 1 dimes hold a fascinating history and potential value that may surprise even seasoned collectors. Whether you're a casual hobbyist or a serious numismatist, these coins are worth exploring and adding to your collection. So, keep your eyes peeled for that elusive 1991 P mint mark dime. You never know what treasure you may uncover. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a deep dive into the 1977 No mint mark 1 dimes. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin may actually be worth millions of dollars. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's explore the history, value, and worth of this rare and valuable coin. First, let's talk about the background of the 1977 No Mint Mark 1 dimes. Minted in 1977 by the United States Mint, this particular dime is unique because it does not have a mint mark, which is a small letter or symbol indicating where the coin was produced. Mint marks are typically found on the front or back of the coin, near the date. However, the 1977 No Mint Mark dime is missing this key feature, making it a rare and sought-after collector's item. Now, you might be wondering why the absence of a mint mark makes this dime so valuable. Well, it all comes down to rarity. Minting errors, like the 1977 No Mint Mark dime, are highly sought after by collectors because they are so unusual. In the case of this particular dime, it is believed that only a small number were accidentally produced without a mint mark, making them incredibly scarce. As a result, the value of these coins can skyrocket, with some fetching millions of dollars at auctions.so. What is the value of a 1977 No Mint Mark 1 dime? Well, it's hard to say for certain, as the price of rare coins can fluctuate based on a variety of factors, including condition, demand, and market trends. However, it is not uncommon for these dimes to be valued in the tens of thousands, or even the millions of dollars. In fact, some collectors have reported selling their 1977 No Mint Mark dimes for staggering amounts, turning a seemingly ordinary coin into a lucrative investment. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1977 No Mint Mark 1 dime, there are a few key things to look for to determine its authenticity and value. First, check the date and mint mark carefully to ensure that it is indeed a 1977 dime without a mint mark. Next, examine the coin for any signs of wear or damage, as this can affect its value. Finally, consider having the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service to get an accurate appraisal. Now, you might be wondering how to find a 1977 No Mint Mark 1 dime for your own collection. Well, the first step is to keep an eye out for rare coin dealers, auctions, and online marketplaces where these dimes may be available for purchase. Additionally, consider networking with other coin collectors and enthusiasts who may have leads on where to find these elusive coins. Remember, patience and persistence are key when it comes to building a valuable coin collection. In conclusion, the 1977 No Mint Mark 1 dime is a rare and valuable coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. With its unique minting error and potential for high value, this dime is a must-have for any serious coin enthusiast. So, keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure, and you may just strike it rich with a valuable piece of numismatic history. We are diving into the fascinating world of the 2017 Mint Mark 1 dimes. These dimes have a rich history and are valued by collectors all around the world. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the history, value, and worth of these incredible coins. First off, let's talk about the history of the 2017 Mint Mark 1 dimes. These dimes were minted in 2017 at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the Mint Mark. They are part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which celebrates national parks and other national sites. The 2017 Mint Mark dimes specifically feature the Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa, a site that showcases ancient Native American burial mounds. Now, let's discuss the value of these dimes. The 2017 Mint Mark 1 dimes are highly sought after by collectors due to their limited mintage and unique design. In uncirculated condition, these dimes can fetch anywhere from $5 to $10, depending on the market demand. However, if you happen to find a 2017 Mint Mark dime with an error or variety, its value could skyrocket to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One of the most valuable 2017 Mint Mark dimes is the missing initial error. This error occurs when the Mint Mark is missing from the coin, making it extremely rare and valuable. If you come across one of these dimes in your collection, you could be looking at a payday worth hundreds of dollars. Another valuable variety of the 2017 Mint Mark dimes is the double die error. This error happens when the design on the coin is slightly doubled, giving it a unique and eye-catching appearance. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these dimes, so keep an eye out for any double die varieties in your collection. In terms of worth, the 2017 Mint Mark I dimes have the potential to be worth millions of dollars in the future. As time goes on, these dimes will only become more scarce and valuable, especially if they are kept in pristine condition. So, if you're lucky enough to have a 2017 Mint Mark dime in your possession, hold onto it tight and watch its worth grow over the years. It's important to note that the value of coins can fluctuate based on various factors, including demand, condition, and rarity. If you're considering selling your 2017 Mint Mark dimes, be sure to do your research and consult with a reputable coin dealer to get an accurate valuation. In conclusion, the 2017 Mint Mark I dimes are truly a treasure for coin collectors everywhere. With their rich history, unique design, and potential for high value, these dimes are a must-have for any serious collector. So, keep your eyes peeled for any 2017 Mint Mark dimes in your collection and watch as their value continues to soar. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1984 Mint Mark I dime. You might be surprised to learn that these little coins hold a big potential for value and worth. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secrets of this rare and valuable coin. First off, let's talk about the history behind the 1984 Mint Mark I dime. These dimes were minted in Philadelphia in 1984, hence the P Mint Mark. They were part of the regular circulation and were produced in large quantities. However, a small number of these dimes were minted with errors or variations that make them incredibly rare and valuable today. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1984 Mint Mark dime is the double die error. This error occurs when the minting process results in the design being stamped onto the coin twice, creating a unique and eye-catching effect. These double die error dimes are highly coveted by collectors and can fetch a pretty penny on the market. In addition to the double die error, there are other variations and errors to look out for when it comes to the 1984 Mint Mark dime. Some dimes may have missing letters or numbers, off-center striking, or other anomalies that make them unique and valuable. It's important to carefully inspect your coins and consult with experts to determine if you have a rare variation in your collection. Now, let's talk about the value and worth of the 1984 Mint Mark I dime. While most regular 1984 dimes are worth face value or slightly above, rare variations and errors can command a much higher price on the market. In fact, some 1984 Mint Mark dimes with double die errors have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions, and coin shows. If you're lucky enough to come across a rare variation of the 1984 Mint Mark dime, it's important to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will help establish the coin's value and ensure that you get top dollar when it comes time to sell. Remember, the condition and rarity of the coin play a big role in determining its worth, so it's worth investing in professional grading services. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1984 Mint Mark dime in your collection? Keep an eye out for any unusual characteristics, such as double striking, missing elements, or off-center design. These variations are often subtle and require a trained eye to spot, so it's a good idea to use a magnifying glass and reference guides to help you identify potential errors. In conclusion, the 1984 Mint Mark I dime is a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. While most of these dimes are worth face value, rare variations and errors can fetch a hefty sum on the market. Keep an eye out for unique characteristics and consult with experts to determine the value and worth of your coins. Who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for tuning in to today's video, and be sure to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and tricks. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1993 p mint mark dime. This little silver beauty has quite a story to tell, and we're here to uncover all the juicy details. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's explore the history, value, and worth of the 1993 p mint mark dime. First things first, let's talk about the history of this dime. The 1993 p mint mark dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1993. This mint mark is a small letter, P, that appears on the coin, indicating where it was minted. The Philadelphia Mint has a rich history, being the first mint established in the United States way back in 1792. So, when you hold a 1993 p mint mark dime in your hand, you're holding a piece of American history. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the value and worth of the 1993 p mint mark dime. As with any coin, the value of the 1993 p mint mark dime can vary depending on a few key factors. One of the biggest factors that can impact the value of this dime is its condition. A dime in pristine, uncirculated condition will fetch a higher price than one that has been heavily circulated. So, if you come across a 1993 p mint mark dime in excellent condition, you may be looking at a pretty penny, pun intended. Another factor that can affect the value of the 1993 p mint mark dime is its rarity. While there were millions of these dimes minted in 1993, some may have unique features or errors that make them more valuable to collectors. For example, a 1993 p mint mark dime with a double die error may be worth significantly more than a regular dime. Keep an eye out for these special coins, as they can be worth a pretty penny or even millions of them. Speaking of millions of dollars, you may be wondering if the 1993 p mint mark dime is worth that much. While it's unlikely that a single dime will fetch millions of dollars on its own, there have been instances where rare coins have sold for hefty sums at auction. So, who knows, maybe you'll be the lucky owner of a 1993 p mint mark dime that's worth a small fortune. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the overall popularity of the 1993 p mint mark dime among collectors. While this dime may not be as sought after as some other coins, it still holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists. Its simple yet elegant design and historical significance make it a prized addition to any coin collection. So, if you come across a 1993 p mint mark dime in your pocket change, hold on to it. You never know when it might be worth more than its face value. And there you have it, folks, the history, value, and worth of the 1993 p mint mark dime. This little dime may seem unassuming at first glance, but once you start delving into its story, you'll discover a world of intrigue and excitement. So next time you stumble upon a 1993 p mint mark dime, take a closer look. You may just uncover a hidden gem in your pocket. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1970 d mint mark 1 dimes. If you're a fan of rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat, because these dimes have a rich history and some serious worth. So grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's explore the captivating story behind the 1970 d mint mark 1 dimes. Before we get into the nitty-gritty details, let's talk a little bit about the history of these unique coins. The 1970 d mint mark 1 dimes were minted in Denver, Colorado, in the year 1970. They were part of the Roosevelt dime series, which first debuted in 1946 and featured a profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side. Now, you might be wondering why the 1970 d mint mark 1 dimes are so special. Well, to put it simply, they are incredibly rare. In fact, there were only a limited number of these dimes minted in 1970, making them highly sought after by collectors all over the world. And if you're lucky enough to come across one in mint condition, you could potentially be sitting on a goldmine. One of the things that make the 1970 d mint mark 1 dime so valuable is their condition. These coins were minted with a special process that gave them a sharp, crisp look that is highly desirable among collectors. So if you happen to stumble upon one in perfect condition, you could be looking at a dime worth millions of dollars. But how can you tell if your 1970 D Mint Mark I dime is worth a small fortune? Well, one of the first things to look for is the mint mark itself. The D Mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver, which is one of the key factors that determine its value. Additionally, you'll want to examine the overall condition of the coin, including any signs of wear or damage that could detract from its worth. Another important factor to consider when determining the value of your 1970 D Mint Mark I dime is its rarity. As previously mentioned, there were only a limited number of these dimes minted in 1970, making them highly sought after by collectors. So if you happen to have one in your possession, you could be looking at a dime with a value that far exceeds its face value. Now, you might be wondering how much a 1970 D Mint Mark I dime is actually worth. Well, the value of these coins can vary greatly depending on their condition and rarity. In general, a 1970 D Mint Mark I dime in mint condition could be worth anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s. But if you happen to have one in pristine condition, you could potentially be looking at a dime worth millions of dollars. But it's not just the value of the 1970 D Mint Mark I dimes that make them so special. These coins also have a rich history that adds to their allure. The year 1970 was a significant time in American history, with events like the Vietnam War and the Kent State shootings dominating the headlines. So owning a piece of history like a 1970 D Mint Mark I dime is like owning a piece of the past. In conclusion, the 1970 D Mint Mark I dimes are truly a gem among coin collectors. With their rarity, value, and historical significance, these dimes are a must-have for any serious collector. So if you happen to come across one in your travels, be sure to hold onto it tight, because you could be holding onto a coin worth millions of dollars. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore the 1977 D Mint Mark I dime. This tiny but mighty coin has a rich history and is worth much more than its 10-cent face value. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. First off, let's talk about the significance of the D Mint mark on this dime. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the 4 United States mint facilities that produce coins. The Denver Mint has been in operation since 1906 and is known for its high-quality coin production. The presence of the D Mint mark on a coin indicates that it was minted in Denver, Colorado, adding to its collectible value. Now, let's delve into the history of the 1977 D Mint Mark I dime. This coin was struck during the bicentennial year of the United States, a time of celebration and patriotism. The dime features the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side and an olive branch, torch, and oak branch on the reverse side. Its design is a nod to Roosevelt's New Deal policies and his efforts to combat the Great Depression. But what makes the 1977 D Mint Mark dime so special is its rarity. Due to a lower mintage and limited circulation, this dime is sought after by collectors around the world. In fact, some 1977 D Mint Mark dimes have been known to fetch prices in the thousands of dollars at auctions and coin shows. Its scarcity and historical significance make it a prized addition to any coin collection. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1977 D Mint Mark dime in your possession? Look for the D Mint mark located on the reverse side of the coin, near the bottom. Check for any signs of wear or damage, as these can affect the coin's overall value. If your dime is in pristine condition and has a sharp strike, it could be worth a pretty penny. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1977 D Mint Mark dime. While most circulated examples of this coin are worth around $1 to $3, uncirculated specimens can command much higher prices. In fact, some 1977 D Mint Mark dimes have been sold for over $1,000 at auction due to their exceptional quality and rarity. If you have one of these gems in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But wait, there's more. In recent years, there have been reports of 1977 mint-marked dimes selling for millions of dollars. These exceptional coins are often graded by professional coin grading services and have received high grades, such as mint state or proof. If you come across one of these ultra-rare dimes, you could be looking at a windfall that would make any collector's heart skip a beat. So, how can you determine the value of your 1977 mint-marked dime? The best way is to have it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service. These experts will evaluate the coin's condition, strike, and overall appearance to determine its grade and value. You can then use this information to make an informed decision about buying, selling, or trading your dime. In conclusion, the 1977 Mint-Mark 1 dime is a fascinating and valuable coin with a rich history and significant worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual hobbyist, this dime is sure to pique your interest and add a touch of prestige to your collection. So, keep an eye out for this rare gem in your pocket change, and who knows, you just might strike it rich with $1 million dime.